How y'all doing out there? This easy work boxing. Got to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one, man. Got a video for you. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. This is for Robert Easter Jr. versus Rances Barthelemy. They will be fighting soon, I think in July, if I ain't mistaken. This is a fight to be looking out for. You know, this is Robert Easter returning after his loss to Michael Garcia. Rances Barthelemy, this is a fight I really didn't know about, to be honest with y'all, just being real. I didn't know he held that many titles at different weight classes as he did, or the fact that he has a title right now. And this is going to be my opinion on the fight and who I think is going to win on. It's going to be a short video because I want to break it down real simple in my opinion. All right, now, Robert Easter, good fighter, great long fighter, reminds me of Tommy Hearns. To me, also makes the mistakes of a Tommy Hearns as well. One thing about Robert Easter, he don't use his range much. And for him to be a tall fighter, he loves to stand in the pocket and try to fight a fighter when he shouldn't have to, when he could just use his jab and stay back. I seen him try to do it mostly against Michael Garcia, but Michael Garcia, by him knowing that Robert Easter would only go to his right, if you ever watch that fight, you would notice Mike Garcia would literally throw a punch exactly to the side where Robert Easter would always go, because he knew that Robert Easter would always go to his left side. That's the only way Robert Easter goes to. So, you know, like I said, Robert Easter, you know, even after losing to Michael Garcia, and his flaw for losing to me and Michael Garcia was the fact that he couldn't, he only went one way, and that he didn't use his jab properly to me. If he would have used his jab more and stayed focused and stayed out of range from Mike Garcia, then he could have won that fight. Mike Garcia literally had to come in and catch him while he was throwing in order to hit him. And I think that was one of his major mistakes in that fight. If he would have came out to fought the way he did in the first round for the rest of the fight, been composed, but you could see in the ring that Robert Easter was uncomfortable from the first round. But he did a good job in the first round from staying away, throwing his jab, and moving. But Michael Garcia came out that second round and realized, oh, you ain't gonna move nowhere else but to your left. And that's when he was like, okay, I'm gonna have to come in and throw on you. And he was catching them when he was opening it up. But, you know, Robert Easter still is a good fighter, nothing to take away from him. I'm just saying, this is my opinion on why he lost. This is my opinion for the Robert Easter fans. So when you get on here and you backlash, that's what I felt that Mike Garcia saw. I think that's a flaw of Robert Easter, is that he only moves to the side, one side, and that he doesn't use his height to his advantage. He doesn't. And a major fact of his, Robert Easter can't control distance. He doesn't use it. He don't care about distance. He don't throw a jab out for distance. And that's going to be a problem against Rances, because Rances is a smart fighter. He loves throwing that jab out, and that jab is distance, just to see if the opponent can come in and throw something and hit him right fast. And when he throws, if they come, he jumps right back. Rances can switch from southpaw to orthodox, hard-hitting fighter. To me, it was a fighter, Regis Prograis. That he reminds me of Regis Prograis. Honestly, from how he is just paused and calm in the ring. And I think that's going to be his advantage against Robert Easter, that he's so calm in the ring. He's going to allow Robert Easter to try to come in on him, because Robert Easter always comes in on his opponent. Even with Fortuna, you know, in which I feel like he lost it, because Fortuna was getting Robert Easter's, you know, ass. I just got to say that. In my opinion, Fortuna should have won that fight. The illegal blow, that was from Robert Easter holding his arm down, and he could only punch with his other free hand. And they basically robbed Fortuna to me. So, in my opinion, Robert Easter been lost. And although I don't have nothing against Robert Easter, but the truth is the truth, and ain't a cloud that could cover it. But going against Rances, I don't see him. I think Rances going to knock him out. I think Rances going to knock Robert Easter out probably about that 9th, 10th round. And I say that because Robert Easter is not a distance fighter for his height. And I feel by him not being that way, he will try to run in on Rances. And Rances going to switch, in my opinion, to southpaw, and he gonna knock him out. Because remember, Fortuna southpaw, look how much problems he gave him. That's what I think. I think Rances is going to defeat Robert Easter Jr. by knockout. Everybody had their opinion. This is mine. From what I see, Rances is a composed fighter. He controls distance well. He has good defense. He knows how to move around the ring. Good IQ. You know, Robert Easter never moves around the ring for real with no foot movement. He doesn't. He just moves and throws, stand in the pocket, and that's not going to work against Rances Barthelemy. And you know, just like I said, this is my first time seeing this man. I watched some of his fights, and I'm just looking, and he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. We will be seeing more of him, especially after this fight, because I'm telling y'all, in my opinion, he's gonna knock out Robert Easter in the late rounds. I'm telling you. And he gonna switch southpaw and do it. You know, sometimes you have to ask yourself, you know, have certain fighters seen other fighters? And no, in my opinion, Rances probably haven't seen. I don't know. I haven't checked this box rec. You know, box rec tripping now. They want you to sign up and stuff. I ain't got time. But I ain't checked it and see who his opponents were. You know what I'm saying? But regardless of who his opponents were, the people who we got the titles from, they wasn't no pushover. So I know he wasn't fighting no punching bags. You see what I'm saying? I don't really know too much about, well, I know some of Robert Easter's opponents, you know what I'm saying? And you have to ask yourself, has Robert Easter met a Rances before? And in my opinion, no. Besides Mikey, a composed, relaxed fighter like Mikey, yeah, he has met one. But two different fighting styles and two different fighters. Mikey can't switch to southpaw. Mikey can't, Mikey doesn't control. It's just two different fighters. You know what I'm saying, basically. And in my opinion, Rances is going to go out there and he going to beat Robert Easter Jr. So in my opinion, don't put your money on Robert Easter. No disrespect to Robert Easter. You're a great fighter, brother. But me, I'm just talking about boxing. In my opinion, Rances Barthelemy will defeat you by knockout in later rounds. It's Easy Work Boxing. Thank y'all for y'all time. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to donate, go to username, go to About. I just appreciate you watching the videos. Most of all, take care of yourself, your family, your children. Stay tuned for the videos. Hit that notification bell. I'm out.